You know what's fascinating? Most guys spend months, sometimes years, waiting for a woman to say the words, "I want something serious with you." Meanwhile, she's been screaming her commitment through every action, every choice, every small gesture, and he's completely missing it. Women rarely lead with words when it comes to commitment. Not because they're playing games, but because vulnerability is terrifying. She's not going to risk rejection by being the first to say, "I want this to be official," when she's not sure you feel the same way. But here's what she will do. She'll show you. In 100 different ways, she'll demonstrate that she's already committed in her heart. She's just waiting for you to notice and meet her there. Today, I'm breaking down the real signs, the ones most men completely overlook, that show she's ready for commitment even though she hasn't said it out loud. And make sure you stay until the end, because sign number 8 is the one that most men completely miss, and it's actually the strongest indicator of all. Let's dive in. Sign number 1, the walls are coming down. She's genuinely vulnerable with you. Not performative vulnerability, but real, unguarded openness. She tells you things she doesn't tell most people. Her actual fears, not just the socially acceptable ones. Her insecurities. Her past mistakes that still sting. The complicated parts of her story she usually keeps hidden. She shows up without her armor sometimes. You've seen her without makeup. You've been there on her genuinely bad days, when she's stressed, overwhelmed, not put together. She's cried in front of you. She's admitted when she was wrong. She's asked for help when she needed it. She talks about her messy family dynamics. The dreams she's afraid to say out loud. The doubts that keep her up at night. She lets you see the full spectrum of who she is, not just the highlight reel. Real vulnerability is absolutely terrifying. Especially for someone who's been hurt before. Who's learned to protect herself. Who's built walls because walls kept her safe. When those walls come down with you, it's not casual. It's not accidental. It's a deliberate choice to let you see the real her, flaws, fears, messy edges and all, and trust that you won't weaponize it or run away. Vulnerability requires deep trust. The kind that doesn't develop in a few dates or with someone you're keeping at arm's length. If she's being truly vulnerable with you, she's already decided you're safe. She's already decided you're worth the risk of being seen. And here's what's crucial, you need to honor that. Don't minimize what she shares. Don't use her vulnerabilities against her in arguments. Don't betray her trust by sharing her private struggles with others. And absolutely don't pull away when things get real. Because if you do, you'll confirm her worst fear, that vulnerability isn't safe with you. And that trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild. Sign number 2, she stays through the hard parts. This is the sign most men completely miss, and it's arguably the most important. She remains consistent and engaged even when things get difficult. Anyone can be committed when everything's perfect. When you're both on your best behavior, when there's no stress, when it's all romance and excitement. That's the easy part. The real test is what happens when life gets messy. When you have your first real disagreement. When one of you is going through something genuinely stressful. When the relationship requires actual work. Does she disappear when things get challenging, or does she lean in? When you have conflict, does she want to work through it, or does she shut down and pull away? When you're going through a hard time, does she create distance, or does she show up? If she stays present, stays communicative, stays engaged through the rough patches, that's commitment. That's someone who's decided you're worth navigating the difficult parts with. Someone who's not truly committed uses any difficulty as an exit ramp. This is too hard. This isn't fun anymore. Maybe this isn't right. They're looking for reasons to leave. But someone who's ready for commitment knows that difficulty is part of the package. Real relationships require working through hard things. She doesn't run at the first sign of friction because she's invested in the outcome, not just the easy moments. I've watched this pattern play out countless times. The relationships that actually last aren't the ones that never face challenges, they're the ones where both people stay in the arena when challenges arise. If she's showing you through her consistency that she's not going anywhere when things get real, that's the strongest signal of commitment there is. Sign number 3. She's thinking in terms of we. Here's a linguistic tell that's easy to miss but incredibly revealing. She's shifted from I and you to we and us. Pay attention to her phrasing. Does she say we should get a new coffee maker even though you don't live together? Does she refer to our plans for the weekend or our favorite spot? Does she say we've been so busy lately or we need to figure out the holidays? This isn't just grammar. It's a mental model shift. She's thinking of you as a unit now, not as two separate people who sometimes hang out. Research actually backs this up. Couples who use more we language tend to have stronger, more committed relationships. Why? Because the language reflects identity. She's not just dating you anymore, she's seeing herself as part of a partnership. When she naturally says we, she's already operating from a place of commitment. She's making decisions that consider both of you. She's thinking in terms of shared futures, shared goals, shared experiences. Listen for it in everyday moments. We should watch that show everyone's talking about. We're trying to save for a trip. We need to leave by 7 if we want to make it on time. Each statement assumes togetherness. She's no longer making choices purely as an individual, she's considering what works for the team. And here's the beautiful part, this shift usually happens unconsciously. She's not strategically thinking, I'll start saying we to signal commitment. It's just how she naturally thinks about the relationship now. That unconscious authenticity makes it even more meaningful. Sign number 4, she naturally includes you in her. Sign number 4 is powerful, how she talks about the future. And I'm not talking about next weekend, I'm talking about months from now. Listen carefully to her language. Does she say things like, when that concert series starts in the fall, we should get tickets? Or next year when we go back to that restaurant? Or even something simple like, you're going to love my family's cabin next summer? These aren't throwaway comments. Every single one is a test. She's seeing if you flinch when she includes you in her timeline. She's watching your face to see if you correct her with, well, let's see where we are by then. She's gauging whether you naturally accept being part of her long-term picture or whether you pull back. Think about your own behavior for a second. Would you make plans 6 months out with someone you weren't serious about? Would you mentally slot someone into your Thanksgiving plans if you thought you might not be together by November? Absolutely not. You keep things vague with people who are temporary. But when she's casually weaving you into her future narrative, talking about seasons from now, holidays, trips, life milestones, she's already made a decision in her mind. She sees you as a permanent fixture, not a maybe. Now compare this with someone who's not ready. They live strictly in the present. Let's grab dinner this week is as far as they'll commit. Suggest anything beyond a few weeks and you'll hear, yeah, we'll see or let's play it by ear. That hedging? That's emotional distance. But future-oriented language? That's commitment already in motion. Sign number 5, she's bringing you into her inner. Sign number 2 is huge. She's actively integrating you into the most important parts of her life. You've met her close friends, not just in passing, but for real hangouts. She's introduced you to her family or has concrete plans to make it happen. She invites you to things that matter to her, her best friend's engagement party, her niece's birthday, her work's holiday dinner. And here's the key detail, she introduces you with confidence. There's no vagueness about who you are or what you mean to her. Her friends know your name before they meet you. They know stories about you. You're not a secret or a question mark. Let me tell you why this is so significant. A woman's inner circle is sacred ground. Her friends are protective. They have opinions, and she knows they'll share them. Her family represents her values, her history, everything that shaped her. When she brings you into these spaces, she's taking a massive risk. She's saying, this person matters enough that I need the people I love to know him. I need to see how he fits into my world because I'm considering making him a permanent part of it. This is vulnerability in action. Her best friend might pull her aside and say, I'm not sure about him. Her brother might be skeptical. Her mom might ask uncomfortable questions. These are all risks she's aware of. She only takes those risks if she's already emotionally invested. If you were casual, she'd keep those worlds completely separate. The blending? That's her commitment showing. I have a friend who told me about the moment she knew her girlfriend was serious. 3 months in, she got invited to the monthly dinner party with her girlfriend's college friends, a tight group who'd known each other for over a decade. That invitation wasn't casual. It was a statement, you're important enough to meet the people who know me best. If she's integrating you this way, show up well. Be present with her people. Ask genuine questions. Remember the details they share. Because she's giving you access to what matters most to her. Sign number 6, she's cleared actual space for you. Here's a subtle one that speaks volumes. She's making tangible space for you in her life. I mean literal, physical space. You have a drawer at her place. There's a spot for your toothbrush in her bathroom. She's cleared closet space. Your favorite snacks are in her pantry without you asking. But it's not just physical. She's rearranging her time for you. She used to have girls' brunch every single Sunday, but now it's every other week so she can spend weekends with you. She shifted her workout schedule so you can go to the gym together. She checks with you before committing to plans that would take up time you usually spend together. We make space for what we value. When she's clearing literal room for your belongings and adjusting her established routines to fit you in, she's making a statement. She's saying, you're not a guest in my life anymore. You belong here. Contrast this with someone who's not ready. You're always compartmentalized. Nothing of yours stays at their place. Their schedule is rigid and you're always fitting around it. You feel like you're being squeezed into the margins of their life rather than integrated into the center. But when she's making space, when you feel like you have a place in her world, not just a time slot, that's readiness. That's her preparing for you to become a fixture. Sign number 7, she's actively investing. She's genuinely investing in the relationship, time, energy, thoughtfulness, effort. She plans dates and activities she thinks you'll both enjoy. She remembers details you mentioned weeks ago and follows up. She brings you soup when you're sick. She helps you with things that matter to you, even when there's nothing in it for her. She's thoughtful in meaningful ways. The gifts she gives aren't necessarily expensive, but they're personal. They show she pays attention to who you are and what lights you up. She makes effort with your people. She's kind to your family. She asks your best friend about things he mentioned. She shows up to your events to support you, even when she doesn't know anyone there and would rather be home in pajamas. Here's the fundamental difference between casual dating and commitment readiness: investment level. Casual dating is low investment by design. It's let's hang if we're both free. It's I'm not going out of my way. It's enjoying the present moment with minimal effort or planning. But when she's ready for commitment, she invests like someone building something permanent. Because that's exactly what she's doing. She's constructing a relationship she intends to keep. Ask yourself this: is she making your life genuinely better, or is she just filling time in her own life? Does she add real value to your world, or does she just exist adjacent to it? If she's actively working to know you deeper, support your goals, and contribute to your happiness, that's investment. And people don't invest heavily in things they plan to abandon. One important note, her investment should feel balanced with yours. If you're doing all the work while she just receives, that's not readiness, that's taking advantage. But if you see her matching your effort or even initiating it, if the relationship feels like a genuine collaboration, that's someone who's in this with you. Sign number 8, she's doing the inner work. Here's the final sign I want to highlight. She's actively working through her own baggage and patterns that could interfere with your relationship. Maybe she's finally having that closure conversation with an ex. Maybe she started therapy to address trust issues from past relationships. Maybe she's confronting patterns of self-sabotage or fear that have derailed her before. The key is that she's doing the work, not just talking about it. She's taking action to address the things that could damage what you're building. This is one of the clearest commitment signals because inner work is genuinely hard. It's uncomfortable. It requires facing painful truths and changing ingrained patterns. She's only going to do that difficult work if she believes the relationship is worth it. If she believes you're worth it. If she's committed to building something healthy and lasting with you. So here's what you need to understand. If you're seeing several of these signs, if she's including you in her future, integrating you into her life, making space for you, being vulnerable, investing heavily, thinking in terms of we, staying present through challenges, and doing her inner work, then she's not waiting to decide. She's already decided. She's already committed in her heart. She's just waiting for you to recognize it and step up to make it official. Now, you might be wondering, if she's so ready, why doesn't she just say it? For most women, being the first to verbalize commitment feels incredibly vulnerable. Saying I want to be exclusive with you or I see a real future for us puts her in a position where she could be rejected. Where she could hear I don't feel the same way. Where she could be the one who cared more. And that's terrifying. Especially if she's been hurt before. So instead of saying it, she shows it. She demonstrates her commitment through consistent action, hoping you'll notice, hoping you'll reciprocate, hoping you'll eventually be the one to initiate the conversation about making things official. This isn't manipulation. This is self-protection combined with hope. So if you're seeing these signs, it's time to have the conversation. Not as an ultimatum, but as an honest expression of where you're at. I've been thinking about us, and I really want to make this official. How do you feel about that? Give her the security of knowing you're in this too. That you see what she's been showing you. That you're ready to commit. Because she's already taken the risk of committing her heart. Now it's your turn to meet her there. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe to Aphorism Archive. We're diving deep into relationship wisdom every week. Drop a comment. Which of these signs have you noticed? Or if you're a woman watching, is this accurate to how you show commitment? Remember, the clearest sign of commitment isn't always words, it's consistent action over time. She's showing you who she is and what she wants. The question is, are you paying attention? Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep building extraordinary connections.